Hello friends, welcome back to another video. So I was going to make season 14 ranking update where I show where season 14 fits in each category, but I realized that it's been ages since I made these videos anyways and my opinions completely changed. But before we start, I need to announce that me and the two best friends in the world, Top 10 Ninjago and the Angry Montage, created a new collaboration channel where we'll be uploading videos made by all three of us. There will be a lot of amazing content coming from all three of us, so go and subscribe to the channel's link will be in the description. We just hit 50 subscribers and Top 10 Ninjago really wants to hit 100 soon, so yeah, let's do it for him. We uploaded our first video and it's just a lot of fun. I didn't make the group, I just got invited. There is no leader and please don't ask to join because this isn't an open team for anybody to join. 3 is already more than enough. So that's all, now we're back to the video. So let's get started with the first video in the series, which is ranking the finales. Awakenings is the worst Ninjago season finale ever. The worst thing about it is the way the ninja found out that Zen is the Ice Emperor. That's easily the most rushed thing ever. It's so hilarious for how illogical and rushed it was. Zen becoming good again and getting back his memory is really stupid. He was evil for decades and it only took him 1 war to become good again. That's just very odd. The conclusion for Kai's and his arcs are really weird. Also Vex's conclusion is underwhelming. This finale is just really weird and the stuff tries to do can hardly work in a 22 minutes episode, not even 11 minutes. So everything is very weird, unnatural, and it doesn't work at all, a result of the stupid amount of filler the season has. Game Over is not much better than Awakenings. Let's start with the obvious stuff. It's extremely rushed and it also leaves a lot of stuff without a proper ending or conclusion, like the mechanics, fate and other stuff. Onigami turning good was a good idea and there are some good quotes in his conversation with Darius, but it's extremely rushed and illogical. Like it literally took a few minutes to convince such a smart AI like Onigami. It should have taken more than 1 episode to do this. The action was okay, but I didn't like seeing Ninjago City being attacked again. That's just very repetitive. Overall, really rushed and not the most exciting finale ever. Could have been way better. The most recent season finale and one of the worst. Again, this is a rushed finale, nothing new. Twitchy Tim was a terrible character in here. He suddenly becomes the bravest person ever and defeats Ron and his entire army alone after he was a scared coward 2 minutes ago. The backstory this episode tells is not interesting at all and it's just another Ninjago season backstory that comes out of nowhere. The action is mediocre, not in the same level of previous episodes. Ronan's plot twist was unexpected and made enough sense to me, but it's kinda rushed as well. And finally with the last season finale from New Ninjago, the Son of Lilly. This is better than all finales from New Ninjago, but it doesn't compete with any finale from Masters of Spinjitzu. But this one is surprisingly a lot rushed. Let's start with the best thing, which is Cole vs the Skull Sorcerer. A really good fight, and Cole's flashback and unlocking Spinjitzu bursts is really good. Easily the most emotional scene in New Ninjago. It was done very well. I also like the ninja Manseng Eccles vs the Awakened Warriors. It's very chaotic and the animation is very good. But now let's go to the not so good stuff. The Skull Sorcerer's fate is not satisfying. Some guards hold him and go away and that's it. We don't see anything else from him. We don't even know what happened to him. But overall this finale is really good, but I can't put it higher because there is no way that an 11 minutes finale can top a 22 minutes finale. There isn't even a competition, honestly. The first season finale. Anyways, this finale is decent. Wu's fake death doesn't really work and feels forced, but after that, the episode gets much better. Some legendary scenes and quotes like when Kai is giving the ninja a motivating speech. That's the Kai I know and love, not a coward who gives up only because he lost his powers. And seeing the tornado of creation again was really cool. The Great Devourer is just awesome. It's very scary and a really big challenge for the ninja. Then there is Garmadon. I honestly don't know what the ninja were thinking when they gave him the golden weapons. They could have easily found another solution. It feels convenient only so Garmadon can get the weapons and start season 2. But overall this is a good finale, not the best thing ever, but it's a good enough finale for a season like season 1. Very unpopular opinion, but I don't think that the Titanium Ninja is Ninjago's greatest finale. In fact, not even close. The first half of this episode is very boring and slow. The episode gets better only when Zen sacrifices himself, which is like after 12 minutes of the episode or something. The best finale needs to be great from start to finish, and this episode obviously fails at doing that. The first half is just the ninja trying to get out of space, then they get the armors and all of that, and it's not that exciting. But Zen's sacrifice is really good. It's not even close to be Ninjago's saddest scene in my opinion for many reasons I talk about in this video, but it's a really good scene. And his funeral and Kai's speech are awesome and really emotional. Overall a good finale, but not the best. Another unpopular opinion. Rise of the Spinjitzu Master is known by many to be the greatest episode ever, but I feel like many people say that only because of nostalgia or because it was said to be the last episode. It suffers from the same problem as episode 34, which is that the first half is not that great. Stuff starts getting interesting only when the ninja go to Ninjago again. The ninja falling one by one while clubbing the tower was a fantastic scene and I really like it. And also the final battle itself. It's very good, but it's just what I expected. This episode doesn't blow me away and it gave me what I expected. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I definitely prefer finales that take risks and give me something different that I didn't expect. That's why this episode isn't much higher. Season 5's finale, and it's actually my least favorite episode from Season 5. This episode is really good, but I just prefer others more. Mora's death is easily one of the saddest scenes in all of Ninjago and it's extremely well done. Easily the best thing about this episode. Really devastating and complex ending to a very devastating and complex character. Nia unlocking her true potential was well done. It was great that she was the one to destroy the Preeminent. Another fantastic scene is Lloyd meeting his dad for the last time with some really good quotes. Overall, really good episode, but I just prefer others more. Barely better than Curseworld Part II. The highlight of this finale is obviously Lloyd vs Garmadon, but I also like the ninja trying to stop the Oni Titan. Guy was the highlight of that scene and I really liked him. The fight between the father, the son and the uncle is so good. It could have been a lot better honestly, but what we got is already great. The way Lloyd defeated him was so good and made sense and not sent for season 3. I like the last scene as well where Lloyd and Wu were talking about the Oni. Overall this is actually the weakest episode of the second half of Hunted in my opinion, but I still think it's a great episode. The second most underrated finale, and upon rewatching is actually not that rushed, especially compared to seasons 11 to 14 finales. This episode is perfect compared to those in pacing. I love the idea of the tornado of creation and it's cool to end the series with what you started it. Kola had his small arc and it was pretty good, I really like it. The concept of the Oni cloud is just awesome. We also have the return of the golden weapons and the big fight against the Oni, which was really good. Overall, such a great and underrated finale. Could have been better and I made a video about that, but I still really like it. The best season 7 episode. I really like this one. Kai was awesome in this episode and I really liked his role. And the idea of going back in time and having an entire episode with the OG Elemental Masters and the past is genius and is one of the best ideas Ninjago made. I liked seeing a lot more of these Elemental Masters and comparing them to the current generation. It's just a fantastic idea and extremely well done. Cracks on the Chronics are so good and the way they killed the Vermilion generals is very dark and tells a lot about them. Wood's sacrifice was awesome with one of the best quotes in the series. Only missed opportunity is that when the Time Twins wanted to go to the future, I would have liked to see them in there and how the future looks like. But I still love this finale and it's definitely one of the best. Now entering the top 3, we have my favorite season finale, the Cauldron of Elders. I love the second Serpentine War and it's definitely one of the biggest events that happened in the present time of Ninjago. It felt like Ninjago's version of the World War and this is what I wanted to see in episode 98. The war is just awesome and very well done, gives me some endgame vibes. Garmadon's sacrifice and the scene where the ninja honor him is honestly one of the best things about Ninjago. Extremely sad and emotional and it's easily Ninjago's saddest scene, second saddest scene in my opinion. Garmadon was a huge aspect of the season and him dying was really unexpected and devastating. Chen was really good as well. The small beef Wu and Garmadon had at the beginning because of Chen was really good as well. Overall, this is a perfect finale and the best ending season 4 could have had. A lot of effort was put into it and I just love it. Endings is Ninjago's second most underrated finale, but the way back is the most underrated one. I just love the idea of the time reversal and it's the most genius thing Ninjago has ever done. Some people say it's lazy, but I don't see how. They could have went with Jay wishing Nanika immortal without Nia dying and that's it. That's a lazy finale, but this is the furthest thing from lazy. This episode truly blew me away. Nia's death and the time reversal scene is just so awesome and I can't express how much I love that. Such an amazing risk taken by the writers and they deserve a lot of respect for that, and it also shows how mature and risky Ninjago can be. It's not another sacrifice or true potential, it's something completely different, unexpected and unique, and the execution was perfect. There's a video coming about Skybound's ending and I'll talk about it more in there. The rest of the episode is awesome as well. With the ninja trying to stop the wedding, Nadakan is amazing as well. He reached what he wanted and now he's just crazy and I really loved that change. The ninja's fight with Nadakan was amazing as well. Flintlock turning good and Clancy's banishment, a lot of amazing amazing stuff, and this episode is just mind-blowing. Easily one of the best Ninjago episodes for me. And now we have the best one, Sons of Garmadon's finale. This episode is just mind-blowing. The only season where the ninja loses and the villain wins. This is the second best Ninjago plot twist in my opinion. No one saw that coming. I remember when this episode was about to come in 2018, everybody thought that Garmadon will become good again, or Harumi will die and Garmadon loses his powers. I thought that Lord will unlock his golden powers and defeat Garmadon, but this genius episode surprised every single one with such a perfect plot twist nobody saw coming. When Garmadon said Ninjago is mine, I had goosebumps. The final scene with the ninja in the first realm gave me chills, very mysterious and made me more excited for season 9. Another amazing risk taken by the writers. You also have Nia Misaka vs Garmadon, which was fantastic. Hirumi's chase for Lord, the ninja opening the Traveler's Tea, a ton of fantastic scenes and stuff, and this episode is just perfect and I can't think of a single problem with it. And it's not only my favorite finale, but my favorite Ninjago episode of all time and one of the best story conclusions I've ever seen. It's just that good. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Phew, that was a lot to talk about. So yeah, don't forget to tell me in the comments what you think of this video and what is your ranking for the finals. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share to the friends, and I'll see you next time.